Bladers, and welcome back to another set of the week. And this time we're going to look at a premium set, Pandora's Box Open. And in this set, all the singles focus on mimicry, which is basically copying the type and element of the previous card. So let's go ahead and start with the first card. Alright, so the first card is a 3-star ranked card called the Greedling. It's pretty basic, it doesn't carry much. This one only has a play ability that gives you some RP, but it still gives you that mimicry ability. Still, it's kind of fair around what you're going to look for, but doesn't really, it's pretty average, I would say. Alright, the next card is the Evil Jar, which I gave it a 3 for synergy and a 4 on versatility. It's kind of odd, I think, for the action. It goes back to your hand, but you get to put something out. I think this could work maybe best with scoring. I haven't found exactly a card to actually put it on, maybe like a surprise top card, but the action's kind of weird because you can put another card into your tableau, but you can't play any of its play effects. Maybe you can look in top effects or some other ongoing effects. But the nice thing about it is that it returns to your hand, and you're going for, I guess, that kind of saying like chain on types or elements. I think it'll be work best for that. Right, the next card is the Glove Box that has a score ability that gives you 11 points for each adjacent card that has the same type of it. So basically, if you play this card in the middle of your tableau, it's going to give you 11 points guaranteed. But I think it works well with another mimicry card because it will copy the same type and will give you the max 22 points. So pretty good. I think it works very well with its own set, and it'll probably work well with the core set. Next card is the Organ Trailer, and this is another one that has a score ability, and that gives you 26 points if at least one element is on your tableau or one type is at your tableau. So this is, I guess it's not pretty hard to score if you're going for a mono deck for any of the, either for the element or type. But if you can see that if it's as long as one type is on there, so if this is like the only card, or if you're playing a flip deck, that also works well with it as well. The super rare for this set is Hellbane's Moving Castle, and this is probably perhaps one of my favorite cards in the whole game, and that's because it has an ongoing effect that affects face down cards. Now most of them score for face down cards, and this works out in so many levels because if you are going for a mono deck and people happen to flip those cards, this will really help it out to help you with scoring. So very excellent card, one of my highest rated cards, 5 out of 5. Very cool. So the deck from this set, it's a trap. Okay, so pretty easy to score. So it's just basically 5 points for every card that's kind of into its immediate left that shares at least a element type and star ranking. The max you can score on this deck is 25, but I think there are still better decks out there even with its flexibility. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the overall synergy of this set. It's pretty good. I think most of the cards worked well together, but I think it still needs a little push for scoring more for RP. So you probably want to look to integrate other cards within the set, which I'll talk about a little later. But the card that really helps is Hellbane's Moving Castle. If you get that, it acts kind of like a safety net for all your cards of flipping, especially if you're playing with a mono deck. So let's go ahead and move on to the versatility. I think it works well with the core, very well with the core. I think, especially as I mentioned, mono decks, either elements or types. So you can score a lot. So for the mono decks, like elements can score you 8, but you can only score the max 30. But if you look at the other ones that you can find in there, the type decks, the mono type decks, they can score you 8 per card in your tableau that's face up, and that's going to be 48 RP versus the 30 RP. So if you're going for a mono type deck, I think this set really helps with that. If you have the black deck or you happen to find Hellbane, add that to Hellbane's Castle. So all the face down cards will give you 8 points as long as you have a mono type any mono deck. And for Hellbane, you get those extra bonus points for all those face down cards. And you might want to look for GR, the Guardian of the Crystal. He'll use one of the cards from the set, but I think he'll protect most of your Mimicry cards for that. And as for sets that work well with this, I think I'll recommend Rubber Ducky. Works pretty well if you're going for these kind of same types and same elements. So any of those cards actually would work for that. Another one is Underlords of Metropolitan, and that they actually go based on type, and the more types you have, the better they that ability does, which is I think flipping based on star ranking. So that's another one. That's a premium set. Another one is Mouse Guard. I think there's a card that arranges your cards in your tableau. So if you're in a tight spot, this is kind of like a backup card, I guess. I'll just show it on screen. But some of your cards get flipped. I guess this is a good card to get it played. So if you are kind of like going for a chain combo in that deck, then you can go ahead and use that card. Now, I don't know if this is exactly an exploit, but for the next card is the Shards of Hate from the set Cards of Hate. This is from a master set. But basically, what you can do is it's an ongoing card that gives this card all the elements. So I don't know. This is exactly an exploit. I think some of the promos, the ones from the promo packs, I think they do something more with the elements that can actually exploit it, but I haven't exactly found. I think there's one card in there. But if you happen to kind of like work with this combo, maybe share that with me. Now, as for the characters, if you're playing Power Creep, this is like your best friend because it'll just work with that ability in the tournament. So Mimicry and that meta will work great with it. And maybe another one is Power Cardine if you want to kind of like hold on to that one of those cards. I think two of the cards in the sets scores, but I don't know if you want to do that with her ability. Alright, so in summary, I think this is a great deck if you want to do a chain kind of combo in the tournament. It's great for mono types of deck, types and elements actually, but you may want to be careful because flipping may be kind of bad for this set. And so that's it for this set. So if you want to share some of your thoughts on this set, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I really love to hear them. So before you go ahead and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. That's the Cardboard Stacker. And if you like this video and you found it helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and you can also share this video. I do have a Twitter account at CBStacker. You can find me on BoardGameGeek as MRMage8. And you can support this channel by going to our Patreon page. Until the next time on Set of the Week, see you later, Bladers.